We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing.
It was like when I was growing up, he was always a fighter I was studying. I was always like watching. He was always like one of my favorites. It was so just so technical, even when he was in danger.
After losing in the elections, Manny Pacquiao has confirmed his stepping back into the ring to face Mario Barrios. The two recently had their first official face-off. While many fans see this match as more of a high-energy exhibition than a real comeback, the face-off had the serious tone of two fighters with something to prove. At the face-off, Manny Pacquiao didn't look like a fighter past his prime. His presence was just as strong and confident as it's always been. After his recent loss in the Philippine senatorial election, it's likely that frustration is still fresh, but the boxing ring remains the one place he refuses to lose. Politics may not have gone his way, but Pacquiao still has his legacy in the sport. And now, he has a real chance to make a big statement against Mario Barrios.
When you see the Manny Pacquiao fight, what can you learn from that fight?
It shows that, combination punchers, that's how Pacquiao, was landing, his punches, combinations. And, it just shows me that, he is a great fighter, but, I'm going into this camp, coming into this fight confident, everything right with our game plan. And I'm going to try to execute it as best as I can.
Mario Barrios knows exactly what Manny Pacquiao brings to the ring. After all, Pacquiao, well into his 40s, defeated an undefeated Keith Thurman to become the oldest welterweight world champion in history. That kind of experience and skill isn't something you overlook. Barrios understands that Pacquiao's political loss means little in the boxing world. Still, Barrios showed up with fire in his eyes, carrying the drive of someone chasing their first major title. This matchup isn't just a fight, it's a clash between a living legend and a rising champion. Pacquiao is out to prove that age hasn't slowed him down and that his time in boxing is far from over, no matter what critics say.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So he's going to give it his all.
With the fight set for July, a press conference is expected in the coming weeks as both fighters begin preparations for what's shaping up to be a major showdown in the boxing capital of the world, Las Vegas. Ever since news broke that Manny Pacquiao was coming out of retirement to face current WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, fans and experts have been buzzing with questions. Many are concerned about the 46-year-old legend making a return at this stage of his life. It's one thing to step back in the ring for a light exhibition, like he did against Rukia Ampo in July 2024. But this time, it's different. This is a real title fight, and the stakes are much higher.
Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight because you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it's hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and it turns it on.
This time, though, Pacquiao isn't stepping into the ring for a friendly exhibition. He's up against a reigning world champion who's in his prime and fully prepared to push him to the limit. Mario Barrios will be aiming to prove a point, and he won't be holding back. On May 15th, the Boxing Kingdom X account shared the first glimpse of Pacquiao's training ahead of the fight. The video, captioned "First footage of Manny Pacquiao training for his professional boxing comeback" has been released, quickly caught the attention of fans, fueling even more anticipation for this high-stakes return.
It's come before we start here. Pacquiao Barrios, Manny, former opponent of yours. A lot of reports he's going to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC title a number of years out of the ring. What do you make of it?
Well, one, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I think there's every chance he could do. Secondly, I think how has he got to a world title shot? Fifth in the world.
Fans were quick to share their concerns in the comments after the training footage was posted. One wrote, "He got tired. First time I've ever seen him get fatigued hitting the bags. Bad sign, but good luck to him, legend." Another added, "I hate to see him coming back. I hope he doesn't get hurt for real." A third fan posted a gif of Pacquiao getting knocked out in a past fight, suggesting that the same could happen again, this time at the hands of Barrios. The reactions clearly show that while there's deep respect for Pacquiao, many are genuinely worried about the risks he's taking at this stage in his career.
Imagine if he was number 1 and 2 in the division and trained all your life to get there, and then Manny comes in after being retired 5 years or whatever it is, and goes into number 5 in the division. Boxing these days.
One commenter summed up the mood by saying, "Manny Pacquiao should take his place in the Hall of Fame and bow out gracefully. There's no need to stay undefeated forever, but there's also no sense in fighting younger boxers who should be honoring you, only to start losing to them." Still, with Pacquiao clearly committed to this comeback, fans are left hoping he makes it through safely and in good health. The boxing icon, an 8-division world champion, is scheduled to challenge WBC welterweight titleholder Mario Barrios for the prestigious green and gold belt on July 19th. This marks Pacquiao's first professional fight in nearly 4 years. His last outing in the paid ranks ended in a decision loss to Jordanis Ugas in August 2021.
Also, my legs tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you.
Since then, the 46-year-old Pacquiao has returned to the ring in 2 exhibition matches, one against Korean martial artist DKU, and another against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ampo. His underwhelming performance in the latter bout sparked a wave of criticism, with many urging him to retire for good. Despite that, the World Boxing Council has officially cleared him to fight for their welterweight title, recently placing him at number 5 in their 147-pound rankings. Pacquiao will face a tough challenge in Mario Barrios, who is 17 years younger and currently in peak physical condition at 29. Concerns about Pacquiao's health have been circulating throughout the boxing community, and his recent training footage has only added to those fears.
Pacquiao, why? What do you think? You think Barrios? Are you?
In the 30-second clip of Pacquiao hitting the bag, his hand speed still looked sharp, but many fans noticed his footwork wasn't keeping up. Comments quickly poured in, with one user saying, "Legs are gone." Another added, "Them legs ain't there, but that pop and quick twitch still is." Others were more blunt. "He got tired. First time I've ever seen him fatigued hitting the bags. Bad sign, but good luck to him, legend," one supporter wrote. A more alarming comment read, "We are about to witness a live murder of Manny. Sad times in the boxing community." Another simply said, "This is sad. Best days are behind him." Despite all the concern, if Pacquiao pulls off the win against Barrios, he'll make history by becoming the second oldest world champion ever, another milestone in an already legendary career.
Joking or are you serious? Like 50. He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. I think Mario.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
Bernard Hopkins holds the record for fighting at the oldest age in boxing, 49 years and 297 days. He was still actively training and competing until he finally retired at 51. Manny Pacquiao's situation is quite different. For the past 4 years, Pacquiao has been focused on his political career and hasn't been training like he would need to if he were preparing for fights at his age. But now, the boxing legend is coming out of retirement. In July, he will face Mario Barrios for the World Boxing Council welterweight title. Pacquiao's team announced this on Thursday, just hours after he lost his latest bid to win a seat in the Philippine Senate.
Manny Pacquiao will face Mario Barrios for the WBC 147-pound title this coming July 19th in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and has officially been retired for 4 years now. And as much as it sucks to admit it, obviously this is no longer the same Pacquiao, and it's been evident not only from his last professional fight against Ugas, but also based on his most recent exhibition fight. Now, in theory, Pacquiao's power is still there, and I feel like it's always gonna